What is up, everybody? My name is Weston, and I'm coming at you with, again, another reaction video. I'm doing something really special. Recently, last year, for the first time, maybe, I'll explain why. It's the first time I saw 2001: A Space Odyssey, and I loved it. It was great. It was phenomenal. Despite what you think about the beginning, very slow and very tedious and very sleepy or whatever, I get the point at the beginning and I understand what Kubrick's trying to show, and I loved it. Like, despite if Kubrick's not your taste in movies, you gotta appreciate that his style is to be very appreciated, and it's actually there's a lot of meaningful. He's very showy, not much tell, especially in 2001: Space Odyssey is very much like that. Very much show, don't tell. So whether you like that or not, that's up to you. But I like Stanley Kubrick's really good. I also watched Full Metal Jacket, which is probably my favorite Stanley Kubrick film. Doctor Strangelove, which I really liked. The Shining was great. What else? What else did I watch? Oh, Clockwork Orange. I really like that movie too. So he makes great movies. I would say that. But this year, it is the 50th anniversary of 2001: A Space Odyssey. Now, why I asked why it might not be my first time watching 2001 when I watched it last year is because I think I might have seen it before as a kid. There was some stuff that looked very familiar. That was just, I couldn't wrap my mind out of it. I'm just like, no, I've seen this stuff before. And I think especially the black mirror scene, or the black rectangle object, like the first time they see it on the moon, I think it was, I remember that scene dearly. Like, I think I remember seeing that. It just felt familiar and it looked familiar. So I might have seen it before as a kid, but I vaguely remembered it. I even asked my parents, hey, did we watch this movie back then? And they're like, yeah, we might have. So I think it's very possible. Anyways, it's the 50th anniversary this year, and it's coming out in 4K. And I think they're going to do a 4K release in theaters around my area. And if so, I'm definitely going to see that. So here we have a trailer for it. Embarking the 50th anniversary. Now it'll be released in a 70mm silver screen, whatever it's called. I'll definitely going to go see it then, depending. Yeah, for sure. And for sure I'll get on 4K once it releases. I mean, this film was just so visually good for its time. The practicality, the visual effects, all just looked so darn good. And even up to this day, I'm like, watching it last year, I'm like, this is a 1960, this came out in the 1960s, like, whoa, that is better than some of the films that even came out in the 1990s. It's the Star Wars original trilogy practical effects looks compared to 2001. That's what I think. I love the original trilogy. I mean, there's no doubt. The Star Wars original trilogy is so good, but it's definitely becoming outdated with its effects. But anyways, so for this to be on 4K, it's probably going to look stunning. So I'm going to go ahead and watch this right now, and yeah, let's go ahead and do this.
Dave, do you mind if I ask you a personal question?
Dave.
No.
Oh.
I've wondered whether you might be having some second thoughts about the mission.
That was a nice transition.
How do you mean?
Rumors about something being dug up on the moon.
Wow.
I never gave these stories much credence,
These
but
visuals.
particularly in view of some of the other things that have happened, I find them difficult to put out of my mind.
Open the pod bay doors, big Hal.
Ow. Open the pod.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
Wow, open the pod.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
What are you talking about, Hal?
This conversation can serve no purpose anymore. Goodbye.
Yep, and 70 millimeter film. That was beautiful. Looking at it now, remembering the footage from the movie, just looking at it all, like, yeah. The imagery, the visuals, the overall storytelling through just showing, and not much telling. There is dialogue in the movie, like with Hal and with Dave, and I forgot his other friend. The movie is just a thing. It's just, he tries to make it like a piece of art, like a painting or like a vase, this object. I want you to observe it, look at it, and interpret what you think about it and what it means to you, how it speaks to you. But I think in a movie, I think that's why I like movies, because I feel like they're more engaging. A piece of art, like a piece of painting, yeah, you can admire it. And so, yeah. A paint, it's the same thing, a painting or a movie or whatever you think is art. Like, and if you look at it and if it means something to you and you interpret it in your own way, and if you think it speaks to you like deeply, greatly, if you think it's meaningful, like, then it's got the job done. And Stanley Kubrick is a real artist. Then, now again, there are plenty of people who think, Stanley Kubrick's just overrated, and he just makes these films and he's very pretentious or whatever, or like, and that's fine. It's not up to Stanley Kubrick, like I said, it's not up to everyone's taste. And a lot of people, I'm not saying everyone who doesn't like Stanley Kubrick just likes action films, but there are a lot of people like that. Like, I like something more entertaining. This movie was boring. Or either he's just pretentious, or Stanley Kubrick is just try to do this whole show and don't tell anything in your face, and it's just he thinks he's making art, but he really isn't. But I think he is. I don't know. The overall movie, especially the ending, Stanley Kubrick did that for it to be like, what the heck? So that you can think what you think it means. Even up to this day, people are still interpreting the ending, the entire movie as a whole. Like, what's the overall meaning of the film? What is the point of this movie? What it's trying to tell, and the overall message and what it means to you. So, and that's why a lot of people say it's art, and I'd like to think so too. Yeah. So I'm definitely going to see this in theaters, in 4K, the 70 millimeter screen. Yeah, I'm definitely doing that, and it'll be my second time seeing it, if so. Yeah. So, anyways, this has gone a bit long enough. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed my reaction, comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and if you're going to be seeing this on the 70 millimeter screen. And and like this video if you like my reaction, and tell me what's your favorite Kubrick film, or like make a list of what your how you rank each Kubrick film. Because for me, my top two would definitely be, maybe my top three will be Full Metal Jacket, 2001, and probably The Shining. Maybe Doctor Strangelove, because I've only seen like 4 or 5 of them. So, but it's, my top two are definitely 2001 and the Full Metal Jacket. Those are my top two. So yeah, anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Glad you enjoyed my reaction, and I'll see you all next time.